I didn't record that. It's like the one time that you would have had a burp on the podcast as opposed to me. And I missed it in recording. How dare I?
You might get lucky. I might do another one. I've been eating nothing but junk and bullshit since the holidays started, and I'm gonna have to really rectify that come time.
I feel that. I feel like I've been eating cookies too much, like almost exclusively. Like we went to BJ's the other day.
You would.
Yeah, you know. Me and my parents went to BJ's.
Listen, y'all gotta get it how you can, you know.
Jesus Christ. But we went there and I had taken an edible because I was not planning on going out to dinner. And then they were like, let's go to dinner. And my high self was like, okay. And I didn't even like think I'm high. I probably shouldn't go.
Why?
I was just like,
isn't that when you want to go?
Yes and no. Because like I'm not good around people as a normal human being, right? When I'm high, I can't control how I am around people to the best of my ability. So I feel like I'm acting like I'm not high, if that makes sense. So that happens. But I was on the ass end of this edible, and we go into BJ's to get, you know, like water and soda and shit, because, you know, buy in bulk for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm just walking around after eating a full fucking meal at Outback Steakhouse and almost saying "G'day, mate" in an Australian accent to the server when she walked up, because I was like zooted out of, I was so fucking high. And I'm like walking around BJ's and I'm just like grabbing shit. Like, you know, like the thing that kids do when you go with like your kids to like the grocery store.
Stop grabbing stuff. You don't need that.
But I'm doing this and I'm an adult. So I have an adult money. Right. And here's the thing. I do need to Venmo them still for some of the stuff.
Did you say I have an adult money?
Yeah, I have an adult money. I have them.
You sound like the kids that are grabbing shit off the shelf.
100%, yeah. So the first thing I grabbed was this bag. It was like Chex Mix, but instead of being like the mix, it was just like the cereal bits. And it was s'mores. So it was covered in chocolate, and there were marshmallows that were in there as well. And I was like, that looks good. Look, according to the pictures of what it is on the bag, right?
Right.
And it doesn't look like there's too much chocolate. It looks like it's just like a little bit of chocolate on everything. I open the bag when I get home, and that shit is like, it's just a bag of chocolate, pretty much. And I hate milk chocolate, so that was a fucking fail. And then another thing I got, that I'm kind of just letting my mom eat, because like she's a chocolate person, so I'm just like, oh yeah, I definitely, you got this for you. But
right.
I went to the bakery, and that's dangerous. That's dangerous when you're high.
What'd you get?
I got a bucket. Yeah,
I'm about to say bucket is already dangerous.
Of M&M cookies. And I have had them every day for breakfast. And it's still full.
Listen, I'm not going to. This is what the holidays do to people.
Oh, yeah. All my inhibitions are gone.
Yeah, for some reason we feel like, oh, your health is on vacation too.
100%.
So like, I can't say shit. And I got used to like every day like clockwork. I eat a bunch of, like when I go to work, I'm eating like 2 apples, like, or I'm eating fruit because I'm actively trying to not be a pig. So like when I feel like I have like a craving for something, I'll just eat like an apple, and I'm like, all right. That kind of quelled it away. I'm like, okay. All right. And I do that on purpose. Even when I go out to get something, I make sure it's light. I don't really eat heavy until I'm like either back home or I don't know, like a special occasion or some shit.
Like a restaurant or some shit.
Or if like, even if I'm at work, if they had like a luncheon or something, then okay, I'm gonna eat that.
Yeah. Free food, you eat that shit.
Exactly. I mean, free is another word for healthy. It rhymes. So you know, holidays are here now, and I'm not at work, so I'm not in that same like routinely scheduled, like I get up in the morning, half sleep, but you already know you do the same thing every day, so it's like clockwork. So I'm half tired, I come down, grab my keys and everything, I grab like 2 apples off the thing, throw it in a bag, like maybe an orange or something, and I go to work. I do it every day, like nothing. So when I don't have to go anywhere or do anything, now I'm just sitting around. You saw that you were here. We had a whole giant plate of cookies. I'm just shoveling those all day.
They were very good cookies.
And she made this big ass meal for Christmas. So we're just eating that type of shit, like heavy, super heavy ass food.
Oh yeah.
And then, just sitting around.
Doing nothing.
Yeah.
Except for existing.
And sleeping. I'm doing sleeping now. You'll never believe it. I'm sleeping.
We're both awake right now, which is a shocking thing.
Typical. We usually come on here like a car hit us both at the same time.
And it's also at like 10 o'clock at night most nights. But this it's a rare occurrence. We were recording at 5:30 p.m.
Yes.
I think besides days where we both requested off from work and like just did the podcast, like as like a job thing, this is probably the first time we've ever recorded this early. I think.
I feel like we recorded this early before, but it was on some like, we still did our usual bullshit of the day. And it was like, some reason we couldn't record late. And I was just like, yo, I'm going to run in the house, come hurry up and record with you.
Maybe.
And then
be done. It's vaguely familiar. But yeah, man, it's a time right now. Holidays are, how was your holiday? Because here's the thing. We just recorded our Christmas video. And that'll be coming soon. Probably either the same day that this comes out or Saturday. So keep an eye out for that. But besides that, we didn't really talk about what we did / got for Christmas.
True.
If we did get anything, that is. So how was your Christmas? What'd you guys get? What'd you do?
Christmas was good. My mom, my brother were here. Her dad was here. We obviously, the whole come downstairs, put yourself in the mind of a kid again. Because Trenton's running around the house like, I'm like, okay, I get it. I get how do I word this? You think you get older and the magic is kind of gone in Christmas. And they always say, no, their kids will make it come back, whatever the cliche is. And he's super hype. I'm in bed, like knocked out. He's like, Dad, can we go down? Can we go look at the kids? Look at the gifts. I'm like, all right, yeah, whatever, man. Like, chill. I'm finally sleeping in my
It's 5:30. This is an Arby's, please.
Exactly. So, eventually, plus his family in the house, so he's doubly excited.
Oh yeah.
So he runs down there, and we set the tree up to like I got Trenton mad, like Sonic related plush. He likes the plushie dolls.
Yeah, he was telling me about that yesterday. I was like, he's like, I have so many toys, and I'm like, I hate to tell you, bud, but I think I have more toys than you. And he's like, he kind of looked pissed for a second. He's like, yeah, but I got more plushies than you. I'm like, you did win that. You have won that.
Got his victory somehow. Yeah.
He was like, fuck you. I have more toys than you. No way.
I'd come in there, slap the shit out of him. Like, watch your damn mouth. So what we did the night before after he went to bed is instead of just setting, I didn't know how to I didn't want to wrap them. And I tried to look for like a big toy bin or bucket to put them all in, but I didn't have luck with that. I didn't find anything that I really wanted to get. So we put them, Adrian had a great idea. We put them in strategically placed throughout the gifts on the floor under the tree. And we put them literally sitting within the Christmas tree.
That's good. Smart idea.
He came down and he was just like, what? He's just, as he's pulling gifts out, he's finding other ones.
Yeah. That's dope.
I think that's total, really cool. We got him like 7 of those things, 8 of those things. So he's finding them as he goes. So we let him open his gifts, and he was just more excited by the gift. And I get the whole thing now. I'm just like, I'm not on that side of it anymore, but it's still fulfilling from this side of it. Oh yeah,
100%. I feel like you get to an age, and it's not even the whole magic thing that goes away, but it's giving gifts becomes more fun than getting them. It's cool to get things, but getting the perfect thing for someone, or having that moment is that right there is the present for me now.
Right.
So that's cool. And I like that.
And it's very, very true, because I think we've gotten to a point now where, especially with us and people who watch this show, we get our gifts all year. I can buy for myself.
Yeah.
If I was a kid around this time of year, let's say I was like anywhere from 8 to 13, right? 8 to 16, I'll say. Like my gifts would, because I probably didn't have any money, my gifts would have been like God of War Ragnarok, like the big games that came out.
Oh yeah.
But since we can do that on our own now, and I mean, look in the background of Chris's room, he clearly couldn't get all his toys all year.
I have a problem.
So yeah, I get the whole giving is pretty dope. So we open the gifts. I got I got the Steam Deck dock.
Nice. I also have that. I've not used it once.
I got it because I want to stream from it. Also, and not that I couldn't with what I had, but I figured there's a more secure version to do that with. I also was looking at the third-party docks on Amazon and looking at YouTube reviews of them. And while they can be good, the official Steam one has like a firmware update when you first use it, when you put it in it.
Oh, okay. And
I was like, well, I'm not gonna get that from the third-party docks and any further updates that they might have that's dock related. So I might as well just buy the official one.
Yeah. So then when it updates, you have the updates as they come.
Yeah, right.
Smart. That's smart.
So got that, got some clothes, got a new monitor. So now I have 2 full screen curved monitors.
I am jealous. Nice. I don't have a curved monitor.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I recommend it.
I feel like the minimum amount of monitors you need to have nowadays is 2 though. Is like as like just a general rule for a PC. Like you need to have 2 monitors. You can't just have 1 monitor. How are you going to game and watch YouTube? You can't do that.
I will say I can't go back to 1 now.
Yeah, it's impossible. It's the worst.
And then if I'm trying to stream, like I have to have the chat somewhere. I can't have it on the screen that I'm playing.
Exactly. You need a separate screen.
Exactly. So, you know, all...
Where you put your porn over here. You're playing Overwatch, you got your Overwatch porn over there.
Like, which one do I play? It's
both.
2 joysticks. I feel like... Well, you know, the 2 monitor thing is great. So all 2 times that I stream a year, I'll be set with the channel on screen.
Hey man, you're getting that free time back as of late. You've been saying so. You might be
creeping back.
Yeah, you might be on stream more.
But see, is it really coming back, or am I spoiled because I'm not at work right now because it's the holidays?
Maybe it's a little bit of both.
The illusion that it's coming back.
Maybe that was Santa's gift to you, is the eventual sleeping of your newborn child.
Listen, I woke up after 11 o'clock the last 2 days, and I couldn't tell you the last time that happened.
Hell yeah. Rested ass motherfucker over here.
I know, it's weird. I don't know who I am. It feels weird. But no, I got all that. I got that stuff. I got some new shit for the background of the pod. So the pod looks pretty cool. Y'all start seeing a lot of, like, you'll see that in the Christmas episode, and you'll start slowly seeing extra shit being put in to the background of the show.
Hell yeah.
I got some soundproof foam. So like I'm trying to get all this to be the foam on the back.
Hell yeah. You gotta do like that spray adhesive shit.
Yeah. Yeah. It said that or double-sided tape, and I'm trying to think of which was more secure. I haven't
definitely secure would be the spray, but the secondary issue is if you need to take it down ever.
I know.
That's so like probably double-sided tape would be your best bet.
But couldn't that also fuck the wall up?
I mean, you could also do those things. What are the things called? They like stick to the wall, then you pull them, and then as they stretch, they like come off your wall.
The command strips.
Yeah, you could do like command strips, the Velcro ones. So you could attach like one Velcro piece to the foam and then one Velcro piece to the wall, and then like they together, and then you could like take it off and on.
I thought about that too, but the thing is like, it's all like highly recommend the double-sided tape or the spray glue shit, but whatever. Hopefully that'll come in time. We'll start this one day and it'll just be blacked out behind me.
Hell yeah.
trying to think of more shit I got, but that might be it.
You got good times with family.
Yeah, I got gift cards and stuff, and nothing super crazy, but the things I asked for, I got, and those things are like things I felt like I needed.
I feel you. Hell yeah.
And other than that, it's just been, chilling with fam, eating, hanging,
hell yeah,
relaxing. How about you?
So personally, same. I kind of it's become this thing where it's like you get a list, and it's a very short list as an adult for your parents or something like that. Like you're not a kid anymore. You're not allowed to do the fucking Toys R Us magazine and circle what you want. You can't do that shit anymore.
Yeah, it's over.
So the way that our family has been over the past couple of years, it's either we'll go on like a trip somewhere, and then like while we're there, my mom will be like, you have this amount of spending money for whatever you find. Whatever, here we are doing a thing. But we didn't do that this year because we went to Disney earlier in the year as a family. So this year it was like you get one item that is like a big ticket item, and then you get like two other things, maybe, pretty much. Like that's like the general gist of it. So my big item was something that it's kind of like not necessarily a useful thing, but it was a thing I wanted to get back into. I was planning on using the Steam Deck and bringing it over to my poppy's house and setting up my old drum set, my acoustic set, and maybe borrowing a microphone or two from you or buying my own and shit like that, and doing like a drum stream or something every once in a while, because I want to get back into it and I haven't played in like years and I don't have the space for it here, obviously. So and he was kind enough to he has a room that like nothing gets done in anymore. It's where we used to sleep when we were kids. Like there were bunk beds in there and shit, and now it's just like shit. Like there's just shit in there. So we're gonna go and clean that up at some point, and we were gonna set up my drum set, but in my brain I was like, that's gonna suck for him if I'm just there for like 4 or 5 hours drumming. Like he's trying to watch TV. The room's definitely not soundproof, and I don't feel like buying all that shit. So maybe an electric drum set. So I got an electric drum set this year.
Nice.
And it's one of the ones that I actually wanted, which was nice. Because I never got one when I was younger because I had a real one, so there was no real purpose for the electric one. But now it'll be a little bit nicer and quiet for him, so I can go over whenever I want.
What kind of microphone? Oh, my bad. Not what kind. How many microphones do you need for that?
So if it was an acoustic drum set, which it won't be now, it would have been one for the kick drum, an overhead, and then maybe the snare drum. So 3 total. Or you could just do the kick and the overhead, and then some people do each individual drum. So like the snare, the toms, and the floor tom, and then the bass drum and an overhead. But now that it's an electric, I also got an audio interface as well.
Nice.
So I can use a real microphone instead of this USB one. And I can pretty much take the sound system of the drum set, filter that in through the audio interface. Then the audio interface can get filtered into the Steam Deck, which I got to figure out how to do, like how to make the sounds come through, I guess. I don't know if there's like a software I need to download.
We kind of were talking about that.
Yeah.
Briefly. So wait, what? You can't get the audio from the Steam Deck? Why?
So the audio from the Steam Deck, my thought was I would need a headset to hear like alerts and shit and music. Like if I'm playing to a song, obviously that's coming from the Steam Deck, and that's where it's being streamed from, right? But then the drums themselves need to be fed into the computer as well through an audio interface. In my mind, that's how it would make sense.
You're talking about the Steam Deck in conjunction with the drums.
Yes.
I thought,
and being able to hear them at the same time.
I thought you originally meant just streaming things from the Stream Deck. I'm like, well, why couldn't you just hook it up like a console?
Yeah, that would have been completely fine. And then I would have just like hooked up like a couple microphones, like with USB or something. I could have even used this one. But I figured I kind of would need the audio interface to have the drums go into the Steam Deck, so then I can plug my headphones into the Steam Deck and hear the drums instead of having the headphones plugged into the drums.
That makes sense.
So that's at least how my brain's working. I don't know if that's going to work yet, just because I haven't opened the drum set yet, and it won't be opened until it gets brought over to his place, because I'm not opening it here with no room and trying to set that up. I also don't even know if I can stream from a Steam Deck still. So this is all pending on that. Either way, I'm still going to use it.
I'm pretty sure you can. In fact, it's probably type that into YouTube. I'm sure you're about to get a billion videos of them teaching you how to do it. Yeah. But I understand now.
I think the only thing is we can't use Streamlabs. The Streamlabs is a Windows proprietary of OBS. Like, it's just like Windows only. But OBS, the program, the original one, where it's kind of just like not really user friendly and it's just like cut and dry, that I believe you can get on Linux. So if you can get that on Linux, then I can get that on the Steam Deck, and I can stream through original OBS that way. In theory.
That should work. But I mean, there's got to be a way. Like every day they're coming up with new launchers and back end ways to launch like Windows stuff on the Steam Deck. So I'm sure you'll be fine.
By the time that I have it all set up, I'm sure that even Streamlabs might even come out with like a Linux version of their app, and that would be just easier. But I also got to figure out just how all the drum stuff works in the first place, because I've never fucked around with one. I don't know how to hear what's being played and whatnot. I don't know how much electricity I need. I don't know anything, but learning, gonna do that. Other than that, though, it was one of those. It was the one you sent me on Amazon, the red one, little box.
Oh, the fire something.
Yeah,
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
I've used it before in I had an audio class back in college, back in the day. But I'm familiar with it, but not familiar with it enough to be like, this is exactly how it works. Right. So we'll see how that goes. But other than that, I got an airbrush. So like, you know, like the spray airbrush thingy. But the crazy part is that it's a wireless one, and it's electric. So it's just like this little tiny hub that you USB charge that is the air compressor that is attached to the like little spray nozzle, and that's it. You don't need an air compressor at all. It's just handheld, and it's kind of crazy. And I don't know how to use an airbrush, but we're also learning how to do that. A lot of my presents are learning how to use what they are, pretty much. And then I got this really cool ring from Ryan from what's the brand again? It's that brand you always see on like Enso.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like the rubbery one, but it's a Star Wars one, and their lightsabers on it from Ahsoka. So that's pretty cool. He also got me. I'm a ring guy.
Yeah, you married yourself.
Hell yeah. Well, this is the right hand.
Still.
So this one's in the middle. Anyway, but
you're married to the game, son.
The games, all the games. And then I got a hat from Ryan as well, which was really cool, and some cool Spider-Man glasses that are currently being washed. But the one thing that I told you about, which I'll retell here because I just think it's hilarious, because it's in regards to one of the things that my mom got me, and I told you the exact same thing that I'll say. I said it to you last night. I'm gonna say it again. She's not the brightest bulb, and that's fine.
Say that. You said that.
It's fine, but she doesn't read at all or pay much attention to the fine details of things. So she got me and Ryan hoodies from Kohl's, and his were on the kitchen table a couple days before he came home, and I saw one of them was a Boba Fett helmet on the hoodie, but it was done in the style of like a sugar skull, like the Dia de los Muertos, like pretty cool. And I was like, that's cool. And she's like, yeah, it's Ryan's. You got one too, but you won't see it till Christmas. I'm like, cool, awesome for the spoiler, whatever. So we get to Christmas, and I'm going before Ryan for some reason. I open no, he actually went before me. Either way, but I open my bag and I see the two hoodies in there, the wrong size, but whatever. So I pull out one of them, like, oh, that's cool. Put that one to the side, and then I pull out the Star Wars one that she got me, and it's the original Star Wars A New Hope poster. So it's kind of got like a distressed look going on and whatnot. I'm like, that's really cool, but it's in Spanish. And it's like La Star whatever. I don't know the Spanish because it's out there and I can't remember things. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. It's the Spanish poster. And she just like looks at it. She's like, I'm sorry, what? And I'm like, it's the Spanish one. She's like, no, it's Star Wars. And I'm like, and I just sat there for a second.
Processing. Did I miss something?
And I'm like, how do I say this without getting like this starting an argument? And I was like, yes, it is Star Wars, but this is Spanish. And then I read it out loud, and she's like pissed. She's pissed about it. I'm like, it's cool. Like, I don't dislike it. Yeah. Like, what the fuck? And then Ryan chimes in from behind. He's like, yeah, mine's Spanish too. And she's like, what do you mean? No, it isn't. It's Boba Fett. And he's like,
but why can't it be both? That's what I'm laughing at.
And then we both kind of just stopped for a second again.
It's not Spanish. It's Star Wars. Like,
yeah. It's when Star Wars happened. Spain wasn't a thing. But fucking, we're like, it's a sugar skull, man.
It can be both things.
She was just so fucking disappointed. And I'm like, bruh, it ain't that deep. Like, it's cool. Like, it's, yeah. I don't hate. It's not like I don't like it. I like it a lot. But Jesus Christ, man, like, read. Yeah.
Right.
But it was funny. And then as a last minute gag, I actually got her a gift this year that everyone should appreciate. I got her a 16 spice holding spice rack. Yeah.
Long time coming.
Now I'm gonna give you a 50-50 question here.
All right.
Do you think that's been opened yet?
No.
You're correct.
I mean, now, not just no to like tease her or anything.
Oh no,
because like maybe it's the holidays. Maybe she hasn't like cooked anything.
Oh no, dinner's being cooked right now.
I try to give her the benefit of the doubt.
You shouldn't. It's fine.
All right. I mean, baby steps. She has the rack now.
Yeah.
The spice rack. I don't know how
it also
just now.
Yeah, she definitely doesn't have that. Ryan will appreciate that. He made a joke about that this week as well. But the funny part about it is she has no excuse not to use it as well, because they're pre-filled. So every single jar comes pre-filled with the spice of the 16. I don't know what every single one of the 16 is off the top of my head, but it also has a thing that you can sign up for on the inside where it's like every X amount of months, they will send you a refill to refill those spices. So you will never run out. Yeah. And you don't have to like go to the store and buy like a can and then put it in the thing. It just, they send you the new one and there it is. So it's just constantly filled with spice.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on bated breath for her to sign up on that. And then it's just to have a stockpile of like oregano.
Well, okay. How long, seeing as how she never uses spice.
Yeah.
I would have to imagine that it's going to take her a long time to even need to get a refill.
Yes.
So I feel like she's probably not making that a priority because she's not even planning. She doesn't have
on using anything
to even open it yet.
Yeah, probably not. But I thought it was a funny
gift. You might have to be the ones using it, and then at some point, like, yo, I'm gonna need some more spice. Can you sign up for the thing?
Pretty much. I feel like I'm gonna be the one that's using it more than anyone else, sadly. But it's one of those things where it's a gift for the house, but also like you cook, maybe spice up your life a bit. Let's stop boiling the chicken.
Be a spice girl.
Be a spice girl. Come on, let's go. Sporty spice.
Let's Mommy Spice.
Mommy Spice. Podcast title. There it is. And with that, let's start the show.
Start the show. You can't beat that.
30-minute intro, for fuck's sake.
Christmas, man. Ain't nothing happening.
Yeah, true. All right. It's a me. Let's go.
There you go.
Level up, gamers. And welcome back for another episode of the Save Before Quitting podcast. As always, I'm joined by my lovely co-host.
I am lovely, and I'm here.
And I am Chris. And you guys can follow us on all social media platforms that exist in this world. And probably one that won't next year, but do it for now.
Right.
At save the letter B, the number 4 quitting over on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube.
That good old titty.
Titty gang in the house.
Buckle on the teat of media to find us.
Hell yeah. And then after you're done doing that, make sure you head over to our website, savebeforequitting.com, so you can pick up some merch to express the fact that you are a part of the titty gang.
Do that.
Get that merch. Important. Get some Bitch Made merch, which coming soon. Bitch Made is coming back even more so.
Yes.
And it didn't really go anywhere. To be fair, like
we gave it a nice little jump start.
Yeah, back. Like it was happening. Like we played the Dead by Daylight game thing, and then I played the Bramble game, and then we played another horror game that I can't remember, and then a new game is coming soon next week.
Yes.
And by new I mean old but new. And then you could also shoot us an email with your questions, concerns, sponsorships.
Yes.
Cease and desist.
If you got to.
Yeah. We'll just talk shit.
Understand.
IGN more.
About. Yeah.
Yo,
if that social media goes away next year,
yeah,
they're ruining the titty.
Not true.
It would be because there's 2 T's later.
Because in theory we could do Twitter, Instagram, TikTok.
Then there's 3 T's.
No, TikTok, YouTube, because Twitter's gone. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok.
But
that's
but there's not one in the beginning now.
Oh.
If you take away Twitter,
shit.
It might have to be Tick Instagram.
Wait, have we been doing this wrong? The whole Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch. No. Oh no, we're good. So Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. That's what it would be. Okay. We Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, because TikTok is 2 T's.
All right, you're right.
But for the moment, it's 1 T that looks glitched together in our merch design, which will be updated next year.
Right. You say
Titty V2.
You Titty V2.
But yeah, shoot us an email with your ideas for Titty V2 at savebeforequitting fully spelled out at gmail.com. And then also Patreon podcasts are coming at you guys hard and fast this month, because we need to record a decent bit for you guys, since last month was hectic and a lot of us, by a lot of us I mean mainly me, was sick.
I got sick at one point too.
Yeah, you were sick once. I was sick pretty much the whole month. Like any weekend that happened, deathly ill.
I'm praying for you this weekend.
Yeah,
don't
listen. We're still in December, so technically it'll happen.
You wake up Saturday, you got the sniffles. You're like, "Fuck,
fucking bitch." December. I hope not. I have a New Year's thing to maybe do. But yeah, man, that's what's been going on with us. That's where you can follow us. Check out the Patreon. $5 a month gets you 2 extra podcasts a month, including hopping on with us live at the end of the month, which this one we're probably going to do closer towards the beginning of January, because this weekend is New Year's and nobody wants to be live on a camera on New Year's. So keep an eye out for that. We'll keep you updated in the Discord. And we're probably going to do about 4 total Patreon podcasts this month, so you're getting hella content on top of the fact that there's the Christmas video coming out this Saturday, and Bitch Made is back again with Resident Evil Village this coming next week. Yes, sir. Started from the beginning, 3rd-person mode. We did pretty good, if I do say so myself.
I will say we're moving much faster through it, so we'll catch up to ourselves pretty quickly.
Hell yeah. I think that we'll get back to where we were in like 3 to 4 play sessions, because we did like an hour and some change. And I feel like we can get to where we were pretty quickly, since we know this stuff a little bit. So we're still hesitant and we're still getting scared and whatnot, but we at least know where to go at the moment.
We also know what's about to happen most times. Like Chris was remembering a lot more than me.
Yeah, but I was remembering some stuff, and then I still got jump scared by it.
But as we go through the Lady Dimitrescu mansion, I feel like I remember right now. I can remember some of the stuff that happened there. And
remember the bullshit puzzle with the pool in the middle?
I forgot about that shit.
Yeah, and we just randomly solved it, and even though like we didn't actually do it ourselves, like we kind of just moved the things around. They were like spinning
till it
and
finally just clicked.
Yeah, and we were like, yeah, we did it. Puzzles.
That'll be fun.
Can't wait.
It'll get scary again once we get back to where we were and left it.
Yeah, because that section is
not comfortable.
It's very reminiscent of that one game that we still need to play too, Mortuary Assistant.
Yeah,
it's very reminiscent of like the table in the middle with like the cadaver, but it's like the wooden doll in RE8.
Yeah,
but yeah, we'll get back to there soon.
I will.
But
say,
until then, join us.
Our first playthrough is pretty entertaining. I was entertained while we were doing it. It was pretty funny.
The beginning of the game was literally just us shit talking. Well, speaking of that, let's get into what we played this week, and we can talk about this right now.
Let's talk about Village right now.
Start with Village, and then we'll get into what you played after.
What did you play this week? Playing third person RE Village. Ethan is trash. Ethan, the character, the main guy, is so stupid.
It makes me really question why people like Resident Evil, because some of these characters are just written really fucking terribly. Like the wife, she's just overly aggressive without motivation. The fucking Ethan, the worst. And then the people in the village that you find, the worst. And then there's the wolf guy that just talks like this. Hey, I got a hammer. Mjolnir. Like,
for me, it was more so. At first, I was with you, like, man, his wife is annoying, man. Stand up for yourself to your wife. But as that game goes on, and how aloof Ethan is, I'm like, nah, you might have deserved some of that shit.
Ethan's dumb.
He is dumb. And walking around the house not putting his daughter to bed.
Yeah. Also, like, he gets injured so easily, like serious injuries, and then acts as if they aren't a thing, which is, it's strange to me. Because like, as like a video game mechanic, if you have your hand practically bitten off, like half of it, I feel like you're gonna have some issues either aiming your gun, I don't know, opening doors, or just in general, it's gonna hurt a bit and sting when you maybe hit it on something that you shouldn't. Meanwhile, this man is just putting his full open wounded hand in like puddles of other people's blood and like pushing on doors like super casually. Aiming completely fine with a gun because he read some books, and I'm like,
he's a professional because he has one book on a gun.
Like, what the fuck's going on here, man? Like,
he while being stupid and while being just aloof of everything, Ethan is also the most indestructible man in the world.
Yeah,
like some of the shit that's happening to him is like, well, how are you just walking around after that?
Yeah.
Even getting bit one time, it's like, well, shouldn't you be changing now?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that has to do with the actual story. Like, I think there is a story beat that happens with Ethan because in the game, which you'll see the gameplay come out next week, after the stuff happens at the house and you like black out pretty much, there's like a flashback of you and your wife arguing again. And she's heavily implying that Ethan is important for some reason because she knows something.
Chosen one.
Pretty much. And because like she was infected in RE7 and like Biohazard in that game. So like she's in the know about this shit. She understands some of it, what's going on, because it's not just a simple there are zombies virus. It's like they're intellectual or whatever.
Yeah.
But Resident Evil as a whole, man, it's just like, I don't know. It's so far-fetched, and it's really hard to just like sit there and play the game when stupid things like that happen. Like, I can't suspend my disbelief when this man is so fucking stupid. Like,
so stupid.
I can't. Like,
And then after something ridiculous happens, he's just like, what was that?
Yeah.
Where am I? What the fuck is happening?
I need a realistic horror game where the main character that you play as is equally as like what the fuck as you are playing the game.
Yeah.
And they're not like stupid what the fuck. It's like we should just leave. I'm just gonna leave. This is stupid. I shouldn't be here. They're dead. It's over.
And a part of me gets it because it's like, okay, you gave him, because the whole time you'll see it in the gameplay. I'm just like, Ethan, just chalk it up, man. Chalk your family. Go home. Go to a police station or some shit. Because I would be sobbing if this happened in my life.
Yeah.
But I guess they give him the ultimate motivation of your daughter. So it's like, who are you going to go to the end of the world for but your kid? But he's doing it in a way where it's like, I don't even think your daughter would want you. Like, going this, not your
daughter's not old enough to want anything.
True.
First of all, that's like, and also, like, this is getting farther into the story, but there's literally a part in the story which we played through previously where this child is literally in pieces, like a fucking Mr. Potato Head doll.
Yeah.
And you have to put your child back together as if that's how anything in the world works. Like, I'm sorry, bud, but if the arm comes off the armhole, it's not going back. That's not how it works.
The arm comes off, you turn it off. I don't know. Don't do it.
I don't know, man. I can't. I'm like,
now
they're so ludicrous, these games.
And you will hear more of how ludicrous we think it is during the game. I don't want to give it all up, but it's join us again through
next week. Yeah. But other than that, what you've been playing? You've been playing anything else besides the village experience that we had the other night?
I've been playing one of the many games I got on Steam.
Mm-hmm.
Time Spinner. Time Spinner is a Metroidvania-esque side-scrolling action RPG game that's akin to, like, well, obviously Super Metroid because it's in the name. It's akin to that mixed with, it has some like old school Final Fantasy elements. Like if you mash those two games together, Super Metroid and any of the 16-bit Final Fantasies, you'd get this game.
Okay.
It's not turn-based, like you're not finding enemies and then getting into like battle mode, but it's you're fighting them as they appear. But so it's more action than RPG, but the RPG elements are more so in like the menu management and you're equipping gear and upgrading weapons and armor and stuff like that.
That's cool.
It's really fun because it even has these like, I guess it's more Super Metroid, but like Mega Man-esque boss battles where you're going to like, you're in a room and then the doors will close and you're in this room and you have to fight the boss to proceed type shit. So it's really good. It's really taking me back to like that era. It does a really good job at bringing that feel back. So I've been making my way through that. I got Trenton Sonic Frontiers for his Switch, and I got him that new Mario Rabbids game. And that I kind of was playing a little bit of that Mario Rabbids on his Switch while setting it up for him because he couldn't kind of figure some things out. And I'll say it is pretty. While I think it's being said it's not selling well, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
For like a kid's tactics game. It's pretty good. So I mean, for anybody who's into that, I would recommend it. I think it's a nice couch game. Like kick back, just play that real quick.
Not much brain effort, but still some.
But there's enough brain effort to keep you playing.
All right.
But easy enough, obviously, for a kid to play. So if you want to just run through it as a kid who doesn't have experience with those games, you can do it. If you're somebody who played these kinds of games coming up and you want to like push this to the limit and 100% it, it's also for you.
Interesting. That's a cool thing that they got that balance down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I played a little bit of that with him. That might be it. I think that's it.
All right. You watch anything new? Any new things on the radar of the media consumption? Because I have one that I'm gonna shit on.
Nah. Wait. I watched that Spirited.
I
Bro.
want to watch
Apple.
that, but I don't have Apple TV, man.
Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I'll give you the login. Let you watch it.
I might have it on a certain slick option,
understand.
but I haven't checked that in a while just because I haven't media consumed. Except for one thing.
If you exhaust all your options and still can't get it, let me know.
I will definitely do that. So on my end, gaming wise, I've been pretty simple, cut and dry as I normally am. I did do that free weekend of Call of Duty, and I'm debating if I want to buy the game on PC because I really enjoyed it on PC, like the multiplayer aspect. I don't know if I would buy it and then play the campaign, but I feel like I would be inclined to since, I got it, might as well. Yeah. I definitely don't want to play Warzone ever again, I don't think. So that's just out of the question for me. But I'm still debating Call of Duty, if I'm being honest. I'm debating it heavily. It's like on sale for like $3 off on Steam, so it's not a sale, no matter what they say. But at the same time, $3 is $3. So like, $3 if I'm gonna get it,
it's not even off the full price. That's $3 off the tax.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, if I'm gonna get it, it would be during this winter sale, just because that sale's going most likely. But I might just wait because there's other games that I'm playing, and I'm not like pressed, to be like I need to play Call of Duty. But like it was fun. It was a fun time. So maybe I'll wait till the next free weekend, get it back again, and then make the decision there. Yeah. But for now, I'm debating it. In the meantime, though, I've been playing a shit ton of Overwatch. I'm trying to raise my rank in competitive because the competitive game is really annoying and it places you extremely low for some reason, even though you play really well, which I don't understand. Like, I'm not trying to toot my own horn or like overhype myself or like even just be that guy, but like I play the game well. I'm good at the game because I've played it since it came out. That's just how it works.
There's proof of it, though.
Yeah.
You're good.
And like, here's the thing. Am I always good? No. But am I good enough to not be in the lowest rank? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm drastically confused at why I was placed so low when I've won so many games and I'm doing so many kills and I'm assisting my team as a healer and like I'm doing really well in every facet of the game, and I get placed so low. So I'm just like grinding pretty much to get all my ranks up. I did get my support rank up to silver, so that's at least better. And then my tank roll I got up to I think bronze 1, so I'm 1 away from silver, and then damage I'm still working on. But for some reason, anytime I queue into a damage game, one of like the team members leaves within like the first 2 minutes or so.
Yeah.
And then the game gets canceled. So it's just like, because you at a certain period of time, it'll just keep going. Like if someone leaves after, the first half of the game, the game's gonna still go. Yeah. But like less than 5 minutes in, I think if someone leaves, the game is just outright canceled. You get a priority re-queue when you go back to the lobby, so it immediately puts you in a game. Yeah. But like I just keep getting people leaving, and it's annoying. So I haven't been placed better. So I'm having a bad time with that. Fortnite, I have been playing extremely casually because the people that I play Fortnite with haven't been playing as much lately. I don't know if they're just taking a break from the game in general, or they're just not gaming as much, which is fine. That's the case. I've pretty much just hopped on like 1 or 2 games every other day, and then done the advent calendar thing that they did for all the free items. So got all those. And then I've been playing High on Life.
That I need to get to.
It is very good. When it comes to story wise, gameplay wise, it is extremely simple. Almost mind-numbingly simple as a shooter, to the point where I'm like, there's no skill whatsoever involved in this game. I could do this while I'm half asleep. I can do this while I'm high or drunk. Like,
I could do this all day.
Pretty much, but like not in a good way, you know, like not in like yeah, I could fucking I could roll with the punches. It's just like I'm here, and that's fine, and the humor's good, and like it's one of those things where like I love Rick and Morty, and I'm a big fan of that humor. A lot of people, it's not for them, just because they don't like it, and that's fine. But like I feel like Rick and Morty's humor is great, and it being put into this is even better. Yeah. I just found out that when you're at your home before you're going to do bounties and shit, there's this alien that like takes over your home and helps you become a bounty hunter, and he's just watching your TV in your living room because he's got no legs. And there are just movies that play on the TV. There's like 7 different movies that are in this game that you can just sit on the couch and just watch. And that's so weird to me. But I sat through one of them, not the whole thing, but like a decent bit of it. It was like some weird like killer clown movie, like from like the maybe 70s, 80s, if I had to guess.
Is it Attack of the Killer Clowns?
I don't believe so, because I like that. That's the aliens where they're like in cotton candy, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's not that one. It's like some dude that's like dressed as a clown.
Okay.
Right. Like, and he's like singing a lot. That's a thing. He's like singing like Jack and Jill a lot. Like, it's really weird. Like, all of the movies that are in it are very much like niche, you know, like
C-list movies.
Maybe even D. I'm not even lying, but it's good so far. I just got to the viral scene where you go to Applebee's in the game. Okay, you go to Applebee's. Get ready for that. It's officially branded too. Not even lying. So go get the game. It's free on Game Pass. I mean, I'm glad that it's free on Game Pass, if I'm being honest, because I don't know if I would have been happy if I spent money on this, but yeah, it's fine for what it is. It's one of those things where I wish it was less of a Rick and Morty episode and more of a game.
Okay, all right, I understand. That.
Like the gameplay is just, it's tedious, and you're pretty much just trying to get to the next joke.
So I'm about to say, so the game is more so just a vehicle for jokes.
Pretty much, yeah.
Got it.
And like load times are also a problem as well, in my opinion. Maybe it's just my computer, but the load times have been horrendous. Like there's a portion where it's like the main world that you're at, where your home is like warping to different areas to go do these bounties. And after you go through this gate, you can go down this tunnel to get to the slums. And once you get to the very bottom of this like tube, there's like a vault, like Fallout style vault that opens up and leads you into the slums. And every single time I've gone there to go do that, it's not opened right away, and there's just the word loading on the fucking vault, and it's just loading that area and like unloading like, what's behind me.
I'm like, is this a joke?
Yeah, like I'm like,
not a joke.
What the fuck is going on right now? And then like you pick up a bounty for like a different. It's very Mega Man in the way that it's like structured, because it's like, here's a bad guy from this like the team of evil people. Let's go for this guy, and then you pick that guy. You go to that world. You make it through that world. You fight the boss, and then it's over. Like, and it's very Mega Man in that way.
Yeah.
And like the load times, you walk through your portal in your living room, and it's just like this blue, pretty much Rick and Morty portal, like the green one from the portal gun, but blue instead. And it just goes and goes and go. Like I think the longest one was like 2 minutes for me. And I'm just sitting here. I'm on my phone on TikTok, and I'm like, I look up and I'm like, I've scrolled past 5 videos already, and it's still not loaded me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I don't know if it's just my computer. It could be that, or maybe it's just not like the best for PC. That could also be a thing. But I don't know, man. I've not been having a great time with it. Besides the jokes, the shooting is so boring. It's like there's 5 different guns that you have, and each one I don't give a shit about, and I always just go back to the main one, because I'm like, at least I can be accurate with this shit. You know, like one of them, it's like a really big fucking dude with like a pod of children on it, and he shoots his children out, and they go and attack someone, and then they're all blue, and there's a pink one in the middle that's your special shot. And if you shoot that at someone, it attaches to the enemy's head, and they become like your teammate and start shooting with you. And I just hate it. It's so dumb. It's so bad and dumb. And then there's a shotgun one that's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. And then I don't know.
And then now.
It's okay.
I'm gonna finally play it.
Honestly, download it on the Xbox or maybe even like PC if you want to get it on there. I feel like it feels good on PC, like gameplay wise. Like if you're trying to get through it, I haven't played on a controller, so I don't know. But I'm like hella accurate with the PC. I'm literally clicking heads, and like headshots are one-shot kills. So it's like pop, they're dead, easy peasy. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been playing. I still haven't played Marvel Snap. I opened it on Christmas Day. And I got to the part of the tutorial where it's like, place a card. And then food came out. Because we were at Christmas dinner.
Okay.
And I haven't reopened it since.
Listen, man, you should have started that game as soon as you sat down at the table.
I did.
What?
I was high. Here's the thing. I wasn't high when I got there, and then I went upstairs. And now here's the thing. Get this shit. My youngest cousin, Alex, got a pistol. Like a real life gun pistol. Okay. Right? And he got that for Thanksgiving. He had that, and he was showing us it and whatnot. And I was like, okay, this is the thing that you have. He has it in like a safe and shit, whatever, under his desk, like lock and key with the ammo out and whatever. I'm like, cool, awesome. You got a gun? Awesome.
Right.
Went for Christmas. My older cousin, his brother, Kyle, he's like, oh, you want to see what I got? We walk up to his room up the stairs, and he just pulls out this shotgun. Yeah. Pump action shotgun.
One hit kill.
Does that. He's like, it's got a red dot sight, and then just hands it to us.
And I'm like, what with that?
And I'm like holding it, and it's extremely light. I was like, this is crazy. But as like we're looking at that and whatnot, he works at a dispensary now in Lancaster. And if you don't know where Lancaster is, that's where ye old Amish live.
Yes.
And apparently, since the Amish don't have much to do besides live, they also grow a little bit of the weed. And he's like, hey, you should try this, and hands me like pretty much this thing, but like one with like a battery and shit, like a legit vape. And I don't know how to use that one because this one is just like you just suck it, and there's it's just there. There's like a button on this one and shit, and I took like probably half of a hit, and I was gone. I was
in space.
I was in Amish space.
You were in one of those blue portals.
I straight up. Because like, and I was also at the dinner table the whole time, and in my head I'm like, I am talking so much, I need to shut the fuck up. I don't think I said a single word the whole entire meal.
I'm about to say, were you actually talking a lot, or did it?
I didn't say anything.
So you're nothing. Telling you to shut up, but you weren't saying anything.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And I didn't play Marvel Snap.
So you just sat there,
I just sat there, ate my food, and then I assume my face was just like, because I was just, like, it was just a brown note, pretty much.
So, okay. So was your family like speaking to you when you responding?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I think there was just conversation happening, and I was just kind of like
nodding and smiling.
Yeah, just
sure.
Smile and wave, boys, pretty much. But that was what I did on Christmas. Yeah, man. That's what I played this week. Also, the Santa Claus show on Disney Plus sucks. Don't watch it.
It does. We tried to watch that like maybe like 3 weeks before Christmas. Like, all right, let's check this out. Yeah. We watched the original like the first week of Christmas.
Oh yeah, I watched that this week. It's still good.
It's still good. And then we was like, oh yeah, the show is out. I didn't know it was a show at first. So when I turned it on, I'm expecting another movie. And I was like, and then it went off. I was like, oh, this is a series because the first episode ended. I had no idea. And then as it was going on, I think I turned to Adrian. I was like, are you enjoying this? She was like, not really. And we just turned it off.
Yeah. I got to specifically, and I made a point of putting this because I put it in a different Discord that I'm in. 19 minutes, 30 seconds is what I got to. Because I couldn't get past a specific line in which Tim Allen, as Santa Claus, after having pretty much what happened to him in the second movie where he's like losing his magic, that starts happening again because people just don't believe anymore. That's the gist of what's going on in the first episode. And he's in like therapy, right? With like a doctor pretty much. And fucking he says this line where I was like, you gotta be kidding me. This fucking right-wing ass Santa Claus comes out of nowhere like, you can't even say Merry Christmas anymore without offending anyone. And I'm like, that was Tim Allen that said that. That wasn't Santa Claus. Like,
you know he put that in there.
I literally paused it and I was like, I'm done. I can't after that. Cause I'm like, this is shit. Like, what the fuck is that?
Right.
Like, and then in my brain, I was a little bit up there last night when I started watching because I was like, I need to watch this shit.
That's your normal state.
Yeah, as of this point, I need to mellow out.
You don't even have to say I was high at this point.
I mean, I'm not right now, which is great. I'm normal. But fucking, I was like, this show has got to be like, he sends his two kids off as like missionaries to go like bring back the Christmas spirit. But it's really just like, guys, Christianity, do Christianity. Stop doing other religions and not believing in religions. Believe in religions. Also, Santa Claus is still real. Please and thank you.
Do it.
That's pretty much what it felt like.
You know what this is.
Yeah. And I'm like, I hate it.
Hand-fisted.
It was so bad. It was. Also, he looks goofy as fuck.
He's old,
like,
man.
Well, it's not even that he's old. Like, the beard. Like, the Santa beard.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like a big beard like it was in like all of the movies. It almost looks like it did in the second movie with Toy Santa's beard.
They're trying to make him hip.
Yeah, but it's like curled and like it has fucking like hella like product in it and shit.
He's hipster
and it's like
Santa.
Stiff. And then the fucking reindeer were CG. Dude,
that's not good.
I was like, that was the one thing that was so cool about the OGs is they were practical puppets.
Yeah, they were. Well, now they're lazy. Hollywood's lazy, man. They don't even make original movies anymore. You want them to make puppets out of reindeer?
I want to make a fucking puppet reindeer. Let's go, yo.
No, why? We got to hire these CGI animators who can work to the bone.
It didn't even look good. That's the sad part. If it looked good, it'd be fine. It didn't look good, though.
I think that they're at a point where they're just like, kids, they're not going to be trying to pick this apart.
Just ruin my childhood faster, please, Disney.
That's what they're good at.
Yeah, it is. Well, that's what we played this week.
That is what we played.
We didn't do the singing thing.
We didn't.
We got to cut that back in.
The singing thing for the what do we play, right?
Yeah.
Y'all might get a regular what did we play this week.
I mean, we can still put the bit in there. That's what I meant. Like, we just didn't do the pause and then it'll still be put there. We just didn't do a singing bit.
We didn't do singing. Yeah.
Yeah. But it'll still be there.
Yeah, it'll be there.
Yeah. Yeah, but we didn't add to it this week.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It'll be there. Because when we got into it, I was just like, I didn't think about it until we were like halfway into it. I was like, yeah, we didn't do that. But I know where I'll just cut and place it though.
Yeah, we're good. We're Gucci. All right. The news brought to you by us.
Us, yeah. Brought to you by almost New Year's.
Almost, yeah. Almost this cut.
Brought to you by us hurrying to dump random headlines in the Discord before this started.
See, there are a decent bit of headlines that happen in gaming this week, but they're all not the best. Some of them are just weird, and some of them are sad. And then there's one that's just, hey, the sale on Steam's happening. Go do that.
Which has been a constant the last 2 episodes.
True. I guess just to take a quick second, Patrick Starr commentated football on Christmas, and that was a thing that happened and has been viral for a while. So if you haven't seen that, funny. Please go check that out because it's hilarious.
Nickelodeon knows what's up. They know the kids want to watch football, apparently.
They were. It was funny to me because like it was on a delay as well. So like in case they said anything stupid, like my dad would switch between the Nickelodeon version and the one that was live, like back and forth and shit. And I was like, what the fuck's happening? But yeah,
you're gonna be like, holy shit, that play.
SpongeBob.
It's the dolphin noise episode all over again.
Oh yeah.
The curse word.
So starting off the news with some not necessarily great stuff besides that SpongeBob thing. The Twitch streamer known as Pokimane, if you don't know her, she is very popular. Probably I think she's number 1 or number 2 female streamer on Twitch. She had this like weird statement that came out of nowhere the other day during stream.
I saw her name being thrown around, but I never went to investigate what was happening.
Pretty much she was talking about revenge porn and nudes that are on the internet and whatnot, and how they need to be cracked down on more. She also brought up things about like Twitch chat as well, like things that are said in Twitch chat that people need to be held accountable for saying certain things.
True.
But she pretty much came out saying she wants to facilitate laws that enforce action against non-consensual nudes. And then I believe the Twitch chat thing was like a secondary thing. But she pretty much just was going on about like if you're with someone and they have like nudes of you and whatnot, they can then post it and use it as revenge, which is a very common thing, which is sad in this world nowadays. And she was saying that she wants to pretty much not necessarily reach out, but like be the start of laws being put into place where that is punishable, because currently it's not really that big of a deal if it happens. Like there are laws against it, but it's not as much as you would expect it to be.
Yeah.
So she was bringing that up, and I'm pretty sure the way that she was talking about it, it didn't seem like this was a thing she prepared to talk about. It was very much like an off the cuff thing. You know, it wasn't like here's my statement that I prepared in my 5-minute speech. I'm live on Twitch.
Pre-prepared before talking. Yeah.
It very much felt like, here's what I have to say about, here's my opinion. This is what I want to do. I don't know if this is viable, but this is what I want to work towards. And that's what it pretty much felt like. A lot of people shit on her for saying this just because everyone loves to shit on Pokimane for no reason.
Why?
Because she's a woman in gaming, and it's sad to say that that's the reason, but it is. And it's fucking sad that it's always that. I'm gonna get called a simp if this clip gets taken. But it's one of those things. I'm just like, just play the games. Just play games. Like, she's a good content creator. She's funny. Like, she's got a good group of friends. She plays games. If you don't like her, then don't watch her. Like, it's so simple, you know?
After a while, like, right is right and wrong is wrong. Like, why are we even putting a gender behind it? It just is what it is.
I don't get it. But yeah. I mean, she was pretty much just getting shit on, and like, it was kind of stupid to me that people were shitting on her for it. Like, obviously, it's a big task to, you know, make laws as a Twitch streamer. Like, I'm not trying to say, hey, you don't really have that much pull, but no offense, you play video games on the internet. You're not in the zeitgeist of everyone's mind. You're not a household name. Like, you're not Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Not that that's like a thing, but like, if Dwayne The Rock Johnson came out and said something about this, I feel like that would put more things in motion, just because he's Dwayne The Rock Johnson, you know? But
he is Hollywood.
Yeah, I mean, even if you wanted to switch it up and be like, like a woman, like if Angelina Jolie came out and said the same thing, you know, like someone that's high up, that is also like a woman in power,
somebody
quote
can make
unquote,
shit happen quicker than the average.
The average bear. But yeah, I don't know. If you want to go check out the clip, it's pretty simple. That's the thing for me. It's like, it's very off the cuff, and she's just saying a blatant statement of her opinion on something, and it's fine. Obviously, it's not as simple as she wants it to be. It was even talked about by Hassan Piker. If you don't know who he is, he's a political commentator. But he was pretty much saying that it's very complicated and murky the way that she was describing it. And the only way that you can tackle revenge porn is at the point of distribution, which is the person who has it. So it's not really something that's easily attacked head on, which it's a more practical look at it. But at the same time, it's just, there's thoughts out there.
Revenge porn is it's such a weak thing to do.
I don't
weak,
understand
butthurt,
it.
sensitive. It like it's such a weak thing to do. Like why?
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Some insecure shit, man.
It's also weird to me because it's like, what are you getting out of it? Like it's one of those things where like I'm trying to put myself in the mind of the person that does it, and like I can't for the life of me understand what you get as like a return of investment from
like,
it.
What happens after that?
Like besides her having images out there and her having, you know, I mean, it could also go the other way too in theory. But we're talking specifically Pokemon just for context.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those things where like all you're doing is just embarrassing them on a mass scale, but you don't gain anything from that. So I don't understand the point of it.
It's like if you're putting it out to embarrass the person you're putting it out, who it's about, then I don't know. If I were to see that and they were to flex on some shit like I put this out because she did this or said this or broke up with me or he broke up with me, like whatever gender it is, it's corny on both sides, but it's like, well, I would look at that and be like, well, you should be embarrassed.
Yeah.
I mean, she'll be embarrassed because you did that, and that's a horrible thing to do to a person. But you should be embarrassed just for doing that. That's a whack move. You look like an insecure asshole.
Yeah.
You don't. It's not like you're doing that, and I'm just like bigging you up now. You don't get props for that.
Yo, man, I can't believe you did that. That's great. Like, but I don't know. It's weird, man. It's weird. It is a muddy subject just because the laws on it aren't super recent. You know, I mean, shit happens so quickly in technology that the laws can't keep up with it. Like it's the same shit that happened with like pirating music and whatnot. The laws were too far behind that they couldn't keep up with it, and then they eventually caught up, and not many people pirate music nowadays because we have streaming services that are just easier and actually support the artists. So, you know, things get solved over time. While I don't know if her ideas / plans that she was trying to do are the correct ones, it's definitely a step in a direction that is for the better. So stop shitting on her for having an opinion that things are bad when they're bad. Like what? Next up.
Nobody, critics or fans, seem to like the new Netflix Witcher spinoff. That's what that says, right?
Yeah.
Spinoff.
I didn't know this was out yet.
Neither did I, but I guess that speaks to the headline.
Yeah.
Prequel series of The Witcher Blood Origin starring Michael Yeoh.
Michelle. Michelle.
Oh shit. I'm sorry. I'm reading that too fast. Starring Michelle Yeoh doesn't have many fans, it seems. Yeah, I had no idea about this, but I also didn't watch the original.
I watched the original Witcher series. It's good. I've never played the game, to be fair, so I can't really comment on that. But this is getting like shit reviews on both like Rotten Tomatoes, both from the critics and the audience score. I don't know if people are shitting on it specifically because of the whole Henry Cavill thing and him not being a part of The Witcher coming soon. He'll still be the main character in the third season that comes out, but fourth season will be switched over to that different actor, one of the Hemsworths or whatever. Right. But yeah, man, people are really hating on it. Apparently it has a 36% on the critics rating, and then an 8% from fans. So really bad. And it's one of the worst rated shows on Netflix, which is saying something considering that Cowboy Bebop existed. And people hated that.
Yeah, they did. I was surprised I got one season? Yeah. When they said they were canceling it, I was like, God damn, that was fast.
The fact that this has a lower score from fans than the Resident Evil series TV show that people hated when that came out is saying a lot.
Yes.
So I don't know, man. It's weird, but I don't know if I'm gonna watch it per se myself. I'm more of a fan of Henry Cavill's character and Geralt
Yeah.
I'm actually tempted. I've been pondering the idea of starting that game because we got it for free on like a PS Plus month or some shit. So I have it and I'm tempted, but I'm also like, it's a lot, you know? It's a big fucking game.
An investment.
So we'll see how I feel. I still haven't played Marvel Snap, so who knows?
Which is a way easier barrier to entry.
Yeah. I'm gonna skip the good one and then go to the bad one first, and then we'll end it on a good one. That's cool. Hogwarts Legacy is getting some controversy going on right now via some Reddit drama. Pretty much over on Reddit, there is a specific subreddit called r/gaming circle jerk.
Whoa.
Great name. And they were pretty much calling out the game and Harry Potter's creator, J.K. Rowling. If you don't know, people refer to her as a TERF, T-E-R-F, which is a acronym. I think it's not an acronym. What's the word for like what we do with Titty Gang? This acronym is the opposite of something, isn't it?
No, acronym is it.
What's the word that's the opposite of something? There's a synonym and an acronym, right?
Synonym and an
antonym.
Antonym, yeah.
So it is an acronym. Cool. Sorry. Abbreviation. But TERF is an abbreviation for Trans Exclusionary Racial Feminist. So that's what people refer to J.K. Rowling as, because she is very openly admitted that she is anti-trans and anti-gay and a bunch of other stuff like that. So she's very bad, to say the least, because she's extremely vocal about how she's against these things, even after having probably one of the biggest franchises come from her writing.
Is Hogwarts out?
Not yet, no.
That game isn't going to sell a thing.
I don't think so, because it's getting worse.
Way worse.
Pretty much on this Reddit, people were talking about they need to... Well, somebody tweeted, and they were making fun of the tweet because they said, people need to stop behaving like buying Hogwarts Legacy and be anti-trans rights are synonymous with one another. I just want to relive my beloved childhood memories, and not everything has to be a huge political or moral statement. Which they were making fun of because that's bullshit. Because the money that is going into this game is going to be coming into her pocket for being a piece of shit. Even the fact that she tweeted out saying "Merry Turfmas."
So she's just adding fuel to the fire at this point.
Herself. She tweeted that herself, which is the worst part. But people are they're not happy right now over on that subreddit about her, and I don't know. It feels weird.
I think that like her lawyers or whoever her representation is, when she typed that Mary Turfus out, had to hit her up like, come on, you're killing. It's hard to defend you.
It's really hard. It's not even like you can defend her. Like, no, here's the thing. You can have a wrong opinion and be like an okay human being. In my mind, like, you can be okay and still be against like everything. Like, you're not, you could have this opinion as long as you're not hurting those people and not being a dick about it. Sure. You can have your opinion. I don't give a fuck. Do I look at you differently? Slightly. If you have that opinion and you act on that opinion and you are vocal about it in a way that is very annoying and like out of the way, and like you're doing it to make a point, to be rude, that's when I have a problem. And I don't know, man. It's really weird. It's also another thing that's very interesting is the story of the game has come out a little bit more. And this is quoting from Kotaku's article.
Hold that quote real quick. All right.
Do we address the camera at all, or do we just act like it's not a thing?
Can I sit up and I'll just do like this? No, I feel like we can address it. It's because people are gonna be like, "What?"
Okay. All right, we're back.
We're
We're back.
Break right there for a second.
Little break. Ant is currently holding a baby. Baby is below the camera, so that's why Ant is coming up for breath below the camera.
onto everything. Here's a hand.
That's a hand right there, and it's not ants.
All right, cool. He's eating the string on my hoodie. We have time. Let's go.
All right. So, into the quote from Kotaku regarding the Harry Potter game. In the Harry Potter canon, the goblins repeatedly rebel because they face discrimination. Unfortunately, for would-be defenders of Hogwarts Legacy, the plot description for the open-world RPG game, as we know it so far, involves your character quelling a goblin rebellion that is aligned with the Dark Wizards, which raises the possibility that you'll effectively be filling the role of a magical cop, keeping down those who are fighting for a more just and equitable society. So pretty much, you're taking these goblins who are being treated with discrimination and discriminating against them in the game.
Shout out to my magic cops out there.
Yeah. So pretty much people are saying that this is concerning because the former lead designer of the game was also an alt-right Gamergate troll. So needless to say, the starting of this game and the plot of it is problematic. From a tweet that they quoted as well on Kotaku about Hogwarts Legacy, I'm going to gloss over the J.K. Rowling thing real quick. Why would you want to play a video game about extinguishing a rebellion of oppressed people? The entire game is a right-wing talking point. You're literally a fascist in the game.
There's just layers and layers and layers of BS with this game.
It's
that's why I'm like, I don't know how this is going to survive.
Yeah. I feel like the best way that the Kotaku put it is the last sentence of this is Hogwarts Legacy tells players, quote, your legacy is what you make of it, end quote. That's probably the best thing to keep in mind when weighing in whether or not to pick up the game or not.
Yeah.
Needless to say, I don't think I'm buying this game.
Mm-hmm.
That's besides all this shit. This just adds to the fact that I'm not buying it.
Yeah.
But if you were planning on getting this, and you still plan on getting this after hearing all of that stuff, you don't have like an inkling of like, maybe I shouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
That's slightly concerning to me. Slightly.
What about the people who are just like, we're in the know, we know. But what about the people who just are oblivious to all that?
If you're oblivious to everything,
casual, I don't know anything about that.
Okay. That's completely fine. If you're oblivious to everything that's happening like in the world and you just like Harry Potter, that's fine. But once you learn the stuff and become educated of it, I feel like you can't turn a blind eye to it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like the whole separating the art from the artist thing.
Right.
But it's like, it's a different scenario when the artist is Hitler and they're painting Nazi propaganda at the same time.
Right.
You know, it's like, here's the thing, man. Yeah, you don't like Hitler, but if you like that painting of Nazi propaganda, that's a bit concerning still. You know, like when the art imitates the artist and it becomes equally as bad, I don't know if you could separate those things anymore.
Yeah.
That's just me.
No. That makes a lot of sense, especially given what it all represents.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
It is concerning. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
It's a bit concerning, especially if that's the accurate plot, which I believe it is. It's a bit much. And I don't think that game should really be supported anymore. If that's the case.
She's leaning in too with like her tweets.
Yeah. She's a terrible person. So what are you gonna do? Okay. But yeah, the last one, which is a good story. Do you have the ability to click the link or no?
No, I got you.
Okay. In order to double check.
Click it. Let me open it.
Mm-hmm.
The Steam one, right?
Yep. We got this and then one more that I got up on the side, and that'll be the final one.
The Steam Winter Sale has started. Here are the best deals.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna read we can read these off.
Yeah, scroll down.
Tales of Arise, which is originally $60, is now $24. Metro Exodus, it was $30. It is $7.50. Wow, if you're into that, please go buy
the next one though.
Hades. Our beloved Hades, which was $25, now $12.50. Literally half.
Buy it. Go fucking buy that game.
If you have not played Hades at this point, you have no excuse.
Yep.
Generation Zero, $25 now, $5. Spyro Trilogy, which $40, 14. God of War, the original, well, 2018.
Yeah.
$50 now, 30. Days Gone, $50 now, $17.50.
It's a good game.
Yes. Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition and Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition, $85 down to $22. Overcooked 2, $25, $6.24. The Witcher 3 Complete Edition, $50, now $10.
That's why I'm gonna buy it.
Just to hold on my Steam and never play it. Just like Elden Ring, which is $60, is now $42.
You got it for 42, right?
No, I got it for 30 something. There's an even better deal out there.
Even better. Hell yeah.
Wario 64 put it up. If anybody, I mean, I know I'm the last to play this game, so if anybody is the last to play it like me and wants that deal, hit me up. I will send it to you. Disco Elysium, $40, $10.
Yeah, and all of those games that were just listed off are verified for Steam Deck specifically.
Yes.
The next batch of these are all not verified for Steam Deck, but are nicely discounted.
Yes.
And there's a chance that they could work on Steam Deck in the future because every single game is working towards that. And then also community creations.
Right. And I'm learning a lot of these games that are unsupported or not verified still work pretty fine. There might be like a glitch in like a menu or something, but the game itself is totally fine.
Sometimes it's the controls too. Like you'll have to download a control scheme from the Steam community page that'll work, and that's solved it for majority of my issues.
Right.
But these next ones are also
very good.
Buy them.
Our beloved Titanfall 2, $30, $4.80. If you have not at least played through the campaign of Titanfall 2,
such a good campaign.
go play that. Guardians of the Galaxy, $60, $21. Cyberpunk 2077, originally $60, $30.
Worth it.
Yes, worth it. Elite Dangerous, $30, $7.50. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, $40, $4.80. You have no excuse. Kingdom Come Deliverance, $30, $7.50. Deep Rock Galactic, $30, $10 now. Anno 1800, which is originally $60, is $20. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, $60, now it is $19.80. New World, $40, now $20. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, it was $60, now it's $15. I might buy that just to test it, just to see it.
I was tempted by that one too.
Immortal Phoenix Rising, $60, now $15. Octopath Traveler, $60, now $24. I feel like that should be even less now that 2 was announced. Planet Zoo, $45, now $11.24. Civilization 6, $60 is now $6 from $60.
Man,
people who are
I love Steam sales.
Yeah, people who are into Civ, like, what? That's a $54 value.
Yeah.
Code Vein, $60, now $9. For the King, $20, now $5. 8 Far Cry games, 1 through 5, Primal, New Dawn, Blood Dragon. That was a $214 price tag. Is now you can get all of those for $50.
That's less than one game.
8 Far Cry games.
Needless to say, tons of good games on the Steam sale for this winter sale. Go check them out before it ends and pick up what you want.
Just watching sales.
Yeah. I'm probably going to pick up The Witcher, personally, because I've wanted to play it and I need to play it. Jedi Fallen Order I was going to, but today, for our last news story, just announced the PlayStation Plus January 2023 games were released. I'm going to start from the least exciting and move my way up to the top one. Needless to say, all of these are huge game files. You're going to need some space for this shit.
Yeah.
The least exciting, in my opinion, Fallout 76, which is going to run you about 75 gigabytes for the PS4 version on your console. Then Axiom Verge 2, a little bit smaller of a game with both PS4 and PS5 versions, 300 megabytes and 250. for the PS5. And then the big one, which is kind of shocking to me, if I'm going to be honest, that it's coming to a PS Plus, but Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, both the PS4 and PS5 version are going to take around 45 to 47 gigabytes of your console, but both of them are coming. And
like the average.
It's pretty cool to me that we're getting Jedi Fallen Order for free. Personally, I've already beaten the game and played it both on PC and I think PlayStation 4 back when I had it then. Maybe I'll get the PS5 version and run through it one more time. Maybe not the platinum way where you do every single thing in the world, right. But I definitely want to play it at least a little bit more before getting into the new game, just so I'm in that mindset again of like Dark Souls-ish type games.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely be checking that out and obviously adding it to my my library at least. Cool. So we'll be doing that. Make sure you go get those games. December, I believe, is still available until I think January 5th or 6th, maybe. I don't remember the exact date. Mm-hmm. But you can pick those up still. Make sure you just add them to your library, obviously. And then make sure to keep an eye out for when these come out and download those and get ready for the next Jedi Survivor game.
True that. Yo,
hell yeah.
Speaking of, we were talking about The Witcher and it being cheap on Steam right now.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather play that? Brendan does not want to play The Witcher.
He's not a Geralt fan.
He's not at all. Okay, here, dude. Here. Yeah, here. Bite that all you want. Anyway. And by that, I mean a USB hub. That he keeps trying to grab. Luckily, I just cleaned all this stuff, so whatever.
Nice. So he can chew on it to his heart's content.
Wait. Actually, don't do that. I use that, and I don't need any drool inside of it. Anyway, let's get through this. The next gen upgrade to The Witcher has been put out, or is about to come out. I haven't kept up with it, and they're saying it's so much more improved. I don't know if that's the version. So if you're thinking of that version, I don't think that's the version. That's the $10 Steam.
Oh no, definitely not.
I think it's like it's on PS5 and all that shit.
Yeah, I was more so thinking of like getting it just so I could use the Steam Deck with it. I've as of late not been playing on my Steam Deck as much, just because I've been sick and busy, so I haven't, played games that require focus. So I'm like Fortnite and Overwatch because they're mindless in my opinion. But I'm definitely tempted to get into the Witcher games, especially 3, because I feel like that's the one if you're gonna play one. But yeah, that's all we got for the news. We do have one question in the Discord.
All right.
We have one question in the Discord, and it's from, quite frankly, he hit us up with the last question of this year. Take that into account. And his question is, what's your favorite gaming achievements of 2022?
Like literal achievements, like you pop an achievement, or what have you done? What have you achieved in gaming?
I would say the second one, because the first one's not as fun.
Yeah, it's not. And I wouldn't remember it.
Yeah.
2022 is kind of bogged down for me.
Yeah.
Gaming wise, I'd say I don't know. Running through Horizon like that was pretty intense.
You did that in like 2 days, right?
No, it was like a week. It was like a week and a half, because I started it like 2 weeks before the second one came out.
Yeah.
But it was like whenever I had a spare minute. I don't care if it was a spare 20 minutes. I'm like, I gotta go run and play Horizon.
100%.
So that was something. I don't know. I don't really have a whole lot of them this year in particular, just because of how this year went.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. As far as I don't know if I would call it an achievement, but just we talked about how Shredder's Revenge, just running through that, conquering that game, that was just fun. Us once again streaming the Game Awards. I count that as an achievement. Like us rocking through that consistently. Us getting the as you guys will soon see, the Christmas video back up.
Yeah.
As you can see, you'll see it, and it is very gaming related, and it is an achievement that got done, especially when you hear the stories behind how we had to get these gifts. Yeah, I think that's it for me.
I feel that. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess I would definitely put the minor growth that we have accrued for this past year has been definitely a very good achievement in my mind. Obviously, you know, it's always one of those things where like you want more, but you're grateful for what you got.
Right.
Like, I'm just glad that fucking people watch our shit. Like, if we were making this and nobody watched it, that would suck. Like, as long as there's like 5 people watching this shit, I'm happy. You know?
That's
like,
all we need. We need a dedicated group.
Yeah.
And we have that, and I'm thankful for it, and I'm grateful for it.
100%. So yeah, I would 100
episodes. That was a monster achievement.
Yeah. 100 episodes, that whole entire Halloween short film that we did.
Yeah.
This Christmas video is going to be hell to edit. I'm already seeing things that I want to do that I'm like, shit, that's going to take me like an hour to do just for this like 4-second bit.
We appreciate you for doing it.
Yeah. But like, it's one of those things where it's like, if I don't do it and then I upload the video, I'm going to be like, man, I should have done that. Yeah, is it going to get us more views? No. But I need to do the thing that I see in my head. I'm like,
right.
A moment happens that I'm like, oh, that'd be really funny to put this in there or this bit or like zoom in here, zoom in there or do this. And I'm like, but if I don't do it, then I'm always going to be like, shit, I should have done that. And so fuck it.
Satisfy yourself too.
Yeah. I got to creatively. Yeah. But yeah, man, I would say, yeah, just consistently doing this. That's my favorite gaming achievement this year. As far as games go for me, I haven't really done anything super special when it comes to gaming. Obviously, with Overwatch 2 coming out, I expected to be, you know, better placed and ranked. And sadly, that's not how it went. I'm still working on maybe getting up there. I'm trying at least. Fortnite, I don't know. I'm good at that now, which is cool. I never used to be good at it. And now I'm like, hey, yeah, no build mode. I'm fucking cracked, man. Right. But yeah, I don't know. It's just cool. Yeah. I'm just glad that we got the Leal community that we do currently to watch our stuff. And obviously, if you've gotten this far, please tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. That's the only way we're gonna grow. Besides like randomly popping off one day on some stupid video, which if that happens, it happens, cool. But I feel like the slow growth is better. And I appreciate you guys all spreading the word of the podcast. So obviously love that. And got some exciting stuff coming next year, depending on what happens, obviously. The more people we get on this fucking crazy train, the more shit we can do, including maybe a convention.
We're trying.
Maybe what's it called? Secret Santa type thing. Things in the works and in discussions currently.
We also had a roundtable discussion that people want to get together for.
Hell yeah. So we got options to do shit, man.
Yeah.
But we need a little bit more community going. So definitely shout us out. I don't know. Put us on your Instagram or put us on your Facebook. Tell your family members to follow us or something. I don't know.
Something.
Do the things.
We'll be doing the things. And we're hoping more people come watch us do the things because we love the community and we just want to grow it. That's it.
Fuck yeah. I think that's all we got.
Brandon is tearing apart my desk. If you keep
Don't worry, you got to move it around anyway.
True. If you keep seeing the mic do this, it's because he's just fucking ripping it down, trying to grab it. Here, do you want to say something? You want to call the show off? You want to say anything to end it? Come on, you don't got no words? That little breathing is him, ladies and gentlemen. He's biting the mic. My mic is covered in drool.
This is great ASMR.
What do you... Okay. Okay. He's not contributing anything to the show. But there's now a ton of just drool on the phone and the mic.
The funniest part about this is not seeing the baby and you just looking down and talking to something. Be like, oh, there's stuff all over my mic now. like, come on, man. Get down there.
Kick him under my desk.
Yeah. All right. Well. Well.
If you're not watching the video version, you won't.
Goddamn. Oh man. Well, I think that's all we got for you guys this week. Make sure you guys are safe this New Year's. If you're listening before that, if not, have a happy New Year. Yeah, tell us in the Discord what your New Year's resolutions are. Also, in the weekly pickup section, if you hear this before you see it, toss in what you got for Christmas, because I'm gonna do a little slideshow at the end of the Christmas video.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna show off what everyone else got for Christmas if they post it. If not enough people post it, then I'm not gonna do that, and I'm gonna cut that bit entirely.
True, but you got time.
You have literally
this
recording day, which is Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
You have till Friday, because I'm gonna edit it to be done Friday to go out Saturday. So you have till Friday.
That's it.
And then we'll see what happens.
There you go. Even if you need to double it up for the Figure Friday and throw your Figure, like if your Figure Friday is your Christmas stuff, we'll count that and put it in the Christmas.
Post it all. We'll talk about it either way.
Yep.
And before we talk about something else, make sure you guys always save before quitting. And we'll see you guys next year. I did the boomer thing where like they say that they're like, oh, like I'll see you next year after like you go home on the night of New Year's Eve, you know?
Yeah, like shut up. Get out.
Yeah. I don't know. You doing anything for New Year's Eve?
No,
you guys do anything special?
House. I think some family's coming, but that's about it.
Do you do the thing where you bang pots and pans? No. We used to do that.
We say Happy New Year. I mean, as a kid, I'm sure we had like noisemakers and stuff. So maybe we'll get them for Trenton and such. But
we would literally be at my mom's house, and we would go into the kitchen and grab literal pots and pans and just like hit them together like heathens out in the front lawn like idiots.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it was fun. I miss those days. Yeah, I might be doing something. I'm still debating on it if I want to or not. But
what?
Either
fans around?
No, like there's a party that I was kind of invited to, technically, and I'm like, I could go to this party, but also staying home is a really good time. You know,
it's becoming more and more of a good time as time goes on.
Yeah, and it's not like I don't want to go out, but it's one of those things where it's like, if I do go, I'm gonna have to interact with people I don't know, and that isn't fun. That's not a fun time. That's my nightmare right there. That's nightmare.
There are times. No, it depends. Like if you get around a crowd of people you don't know, but like by some miracle they're all cool and you're talking about things that you can talk about. Like I've had moments where I don't know these people. I don't know this group. Like I don't know some people in here. I know this group, but they're talking about stuff that I can talk about with a sense of humor. I can kind of get in there.
I can't.
It's got to be like, you know, okay, and he's sucking my finger. It's got to be a good group.
I feel that. I'm not good with people talking to them and such. I can't do that well.
I don't think anyone can do it well.
Yeah.
But I think you not fake it till you make it, but like you kind of like, because I'm not really like an extrovert.
Yeah, I don't do that shit.
I just think I've had a bunch of moments in my life where I had to be. Like, I had to be like, okay, especially when like us going to do shows like we used to when we were doing music. Like you kind of had like, all right, I got to be on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had to do that so much that now I can kind of be like, okay, flip the switch and here we
go. We'll see. We'll see if I flip the switch or not.
So man, it could be a good time. Sometimes you gotta go into the unknown to get some shit you never got. Happy New Year, everybody. That's
Happy New Year.
Take that into 2023.
We'll talk about New Year's resolutions on whatever Patreon pod that we do at some point.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah. All right. That's it. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Damn, kids falling asleep.
Little hand, just like.
Are we that boring?
I think so.
I'm stopping it.
Same. Not terribly long. Less than 2 hours, so.